Welcome to Omnath Road Rage. I hope you're ready to cruise down the road with Omnath and Mosh Pit Troll on the way to the command tower. As far as our opening hand goes, yeah, looks great. I love it. A Farseek, Natural Light. Yeah, we'll keep on this one. Got the Ancient Tomb. Always feels really good to lead off with Ancient Tomb and like a 2-drop mana rock. Oh, it feels good. We'll let our opponent do their playing against Nin the Pain Artist, which has been a long time since I played against Nin, so I'm really excited about this match. Let's get the graveyard popped up. There we go. All right. And then let them go and kick it over to us. Let's go and lead off with the Ancient Tomb. Yeah, I like that. Go Ancient Tomb, and then we'll lead off with the Fell War Stone, just to set the tone for our opponent. Anything else, we're going to go and pass turn to our opponent. We're playing Omnath, Locus of Rage, Landfall. Whenever your land enters the battlefield under your control, create a 5/5 red and green elemental creature token. Then whenever Omnath, Locus of Rage, or another elemental you control dies, Omnath deals 3 damage to target creature or player. Opponent's going to keep up with the mana ramp and get down their own Iron Mirror. Okay, let's go ahead and lead off with the... We can add red off the Fell War Stone, but at this point right now, we simply just need Farseek to go for. Let's go and get the Bloodstained Mire down. I like that. Let's go and crack the Bloodstained Mire, and we can use that Fell War Stone to not take any damage. Just grab that Taiga. Taiga! It reminds me of like Street Fighter when I say Taiga. Let's go for Farseek. Let's grab another mountain off of that. We'll see which one we go for. We'll go for that Stomping Ground. And not going to pay 2 life. It actually reminds me, I think I need to add that tap land in here. Anything else, we're going to go and pass turn to our opponent. Playing against Nin, the Pain Artist. Blue-red, and then blue-red activation tap. Deals X damage to target creature. That creature controller draws X cards. Now, one of the big things with Omnath Locus of Rage you want to do is get some good ramp going, and we've got some good ramp going right now. Now, our opponent did lead off with the Iron Mirror and Silver Mirror, so we do have Naturalize in the hand. We'll see exactly what we're going to go for. We could go for Naturalize off the Iron Mirror, or actually if we wanted to kind of bottleneck them on blue mana, we could go for the Silver Mirror. But we'll see exactly what we're going to go for. We could simply just kind of do a lot of setting up this turn. I think I like that. Let's see how big of an explosive turn we can go for. Let's get down the forest. Let's go and go for Parallel Lives. And then we can go for the Pack Leader on the back end. Actually, either way, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 total mana to go for. So let's go and go for the Parallel Lives. It's going to be 1, 2, and then tap out off the Fell War Stone for red. And then we'll tap out for green. There we go. And we still have Naturalize online. I guess just to set them back on mana. And I don't really want to... This is where I treat Commander like casual. Like, if this is my buddy, I wouldn't blast their Silver Mirror because they have double blue. So let's go and go for Naturalize on the Iron Mirror. I kind of like that. That's fine. Set them back on mana. That way we can get a little bit ahead. And then still have access to double red and double blue. So, anything else we're going to go and pass there? Yeah, the better play would definitely be go for the Silver Mirror to make sure they don't have access to double blue. But when I play Commander Online, I treat it like I'd be playing with my buddies. And that's just trading as much stuff as possible, trading some punches. So, all right, opponent's going to go for Biding of Thassa, get that down. And then we'll go next turn, we'll be able to get down the Ogre Battle Driver. And that works, Ogre Battle Driver works so, so good with Omnath. It's really good. What we may end up doing is, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to be 7. I can't get down both. Let's actually go for the Pack Leader. I kind of like that play a little bit. Let's go for the Pack Leader. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. It's going to be green. Tap out on the Fell War Stone. That way we can get down whenever a creature enters the battlefield power 3 or greater. We can get that down. We go for the Ogre Battle Driver, get a little extra card draw. We can get the Baru Fist of Krosa down, get some extra card draw going. And then once we get down Omnath for that 7 mana, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we'll be able to take advantage of that. Now, one of the main things that you want to do with Omnath Locus of Rage is we can get it down for 7 mana, but you want to have a land drop to show for it. There's no worse feeling in the world than getting down Omnath and not having a land drop to make, and then you lose to some random Pongify or destroy target creature. It's never fun. Do we want to go for Ogre Battle Driver? We'll be able to push in on that one. Whenever damage is dealt to it, it's going to deal to the chosen player. All right, so let's go and do this. Let's go for, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and nothing changed, so I don't know why I keep counting that. Let's go for, we'll go for Fervor. Let's do it this way. Let's go for the Ogre Battle Driver first. Wait, 1, 2... Let's just try and maintain as much colored mana as possible. Let's see what we draw off of that. So we're going to go for Ogre Battle Driver. If it is a land drop, we'll probably go and hold on to it and go for Fervor. Yes, we're going to use that ability. I don't know why I wouldn't. Steely Resolve. That might be pretty good. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and get that down just to give some protection from Omnath. Yeah, I like that a lot, actually. So let's go Forest and tap out for the Fell War Stone. Tap out for blue mana. We're going to name Elemental on this one just to give ourselves some protection. A small argument could be made for if we wanted to maintain card draw, we could name Beast. But yeah, I kind of like going for elemental. It's going to give us some protection, and then anything else. So we're going to push in for 4. No, we're okay. With that Stuffy Doll out there, it's going to be a little hard for us to get past that Stuffy Doll. So, but we do have some other stuff we can go for. We have some activations, and sacrificing some of your zombies always, not zombies. Sorry, I just got done recording CDC. Sacrificing your 5/5 elementals is always a really fun way to get an Omnath win. So we have a couple different ways to do that too. Some other kind of modal spells, but main thing is we can just hopefully hit the land drop. We'll go for Omnath and really start cashing in those pack leader spells. And if we're worried about playing around Stuffy Doll, one thing that you can do with the Ogre Battle Driver is giving those. We have double tokens at this point right now with the Ogre Battle Driver. Getting those double tokens going and getting that +2 haste option is always really good to pretty much go for an alpha swing. It's pretty nasty. Let's see what we draw into. We can always go for, now that we have protection for Omnath, we might end up going for Omnath just to get the card draw going. Or we could go for Baru. Yeah, let's go for Omnath. We have that protection. It's going to be double red, double green. And then 1 off the Failwar Stone. Let's go for blue to make Omnath just a little bit happy. Get on Omnath. It will have haste, and we will get an additional trigger from the Ogre Battle Driver. It's going to be 7/5 body. It's going to have Shroud now. Yes, we're going to use that ability. Oh, beautiful. Exactly what we needed. Let's go and get the Misty down. Get that extra token. Go, ho, ho, ho. It's tool time grunt right now. If you're not buckled in, let's go and buckle into the Omnath cruise control vehicle. Let's go ahead and get that +2 bonus on those vehicles. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, draw an additional card. Yes, we're going to use that ability. Get the Tri-Belter. We're going to draw an additional card. And then the Cream of the Crop. Let's go and crack that, because that's going to be 7, 14, 21, 28 coming across. Get that down. Oh, yes. Extra tokens going. And see, this is what makes Omnath so fun, is that it doesn't really, if you can sequence it, if you can line up the stars right, you get some really explosive games like this that just insanity, and I love it. Yes, we're going to draw an additional card, draw into Worldly Tutor, and then we can actually put Crater Roof on top of that. Yes, we're going to use that ability, and we draw into Rootbound Crag. All right, let's go and push in on this one. So that's pretty much going to be 7, 14, 21, 28. That's going to be lethal coming across if we just push in with the whole crew. We'll see what they have to show for it. But at this point, we're going to go and push in. They do have Stuffy Dolls, so they can block on one of those. I'm not really sure what else they could have for 2 colorless mana, but at least have 28 and elementals coming across. And then with Omnath, it's going to put it at 35. So that should be lethal. They're going to have to chump block with 7, 14, 21. No, excuse me, it's not lethal. What am I doing? I'm assuming they have trample. There we go. Puts them down to 2, and 7 damage is going to be dealt to us on the back end. There we go. And poor little Iron Mirror, Silver Mirror gets booted. Anything else? Now we're going to go and pass it under our opponent. Kick it back over there. Now we do have Worldly Tutor. Like I said, we can go for that, but we might end up going for with Worldly Tutors. Might end up going for Mossbridge Troll. I cannot tell you how many videos I've recorded with Omnath Road Rage to where we don't get Mossbridge down. It's always a real bummer. I feel bad not getting Mossbridge down. So we'll go for that. Probably no go for Mossbridge Troll, and then kind of go from there. Another good option that we could go for is if we start, let's say that we're playing against a prison deck right now. One of the fun things to play with Omnath is Lightning Bolt. All right, opponent's going to go Lightning Bolt up top. Kind of go out on there. That's a very Nin Dr. Feelgood way to kind of go out right there. A good game to our opponent. Unfortunately, the chat can't pull up, so I can't tell you a good game, but definitely enjoyed it. But you can see how fun it is. And, there's a lot of different options with the tokens coming down on Omnath. And Ogre Battle Driver is just absolutely an all-star in this deck. And so good to see him out there, even though he's kind of ugly looking. But he does a good job, so that's why we keep him around. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye. Welcome to some Omnath Road Rage. I hope you're excited to cruise down that road with Omnath and Mossbridge Troll on the way to the command tower. And actually, we got it in the hand, so we don't have to drive far. But as far as our opening hand goes, yes, we're going to keep on this one. I like it. We've got a lot of land drops. We've explored to make an additional land drop. And then we have a little bit of Sky Sovereign, got to have some Road Rage or some vehicles in here. So we'll see if our opponent wants to mulligan past 6 or not. It looks like they're not. They're going to get that Oloro trigger right off the bat to put them up to 32. And then we'll see what they lead off with. And then we'll get stuff rolling from there. But yes, ooh. Sorry. I always get worried that I'm cycling through my, I somehow F6 through my turn if it starts going really quick like that. Okay, drawn to Command Beacon. Do we want to lead off with the Temple of Abandon? Yeah, let's go and get that. Let's get the Scry going. Get the Scurry. Get the Road Rage. Cream of the Crop. I'd love Cream of the Crop, but let's go and put that on the bottom for right now. Just don't really have a way to take advantage of it until Omnath. It's not really going to give us much use out of that. We are playing Omnath, Locus of Rage. Landfall. Whenever your land enters the battlefield under your control, create a 5/5 red and green elemental creature token. Whenever Omnath, Locus of Rage, or another elemental you control dies, Omnath deals 3 damage to target creature or player. Playing against Oloro, which I will cover in just a second. See what we draw into that Ogre Battle Driver. Let's go and lead off with the, I guess the Command Tower. It'd be okay. Let's go Command Tower. Let's go for an Explorer. We'll draw an additional card, dig a little bit deeper, see if we can't find something that's worthy. Electropotence, okay. Let's go and lead off with the Mountain. I think that sounds good. We'll lead off the Mountain, and that'll put us online for 3 and Dynamo next turn. I like that. Anything else? We're going to go and pass the turn. Playing against Oloro. At the beginning of your upkeep, you gain 2 life. Whenever you gain life, you may pay 1 mana. If you do, draw a card, and each opponent loses 1 life. And then at the beginning of your upkeep, if Oloro is in the command zone, you gain 2 life. So we're playing against Mr. Lazy Boy. He likes to sit over there in his Lazy Boy chair and just look at the game and gain 2 life. It's him drinking his beverage of choice, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not a huge fan of Oloro. I mean, there's a lot of commanders out there that are not good. I mean, let me rephrase that. Let me do my turn, and then I'll kind of explain what I mean by that. Draw to Mind Stone. Okay, I like this turn. Let's go and get down the Command Beacon. Opponent's tapped out on blue mana. So we'll go Blighted Woodland. Let's go Blighted Woodland. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4 off the 3 and Dynamo. And then we'll lead off with the Mind Stone. 1, 2, 3. Get down the Mind Stone, and then we'll go and pass it over to our opponent. I've just never been a huge fan of Oloro, because most of the time, like when you play Commander, you know, you're playing a format that is built around 1 card, and that's you getting them onto the battlefield. And I don't know, I've just never been a huge fan of Oloro, just simply because he just sits over there and just gains life. Like, the opponent never gets him down, and especially if you're playing with stuff like Edgar Markov, I don't know. I don't know about the commanders out of the command zone having impact on the battlefield. Like, it's a neat play area to explore, but I don't know, I feel like it kind of cheats a little bit, but not in a bad way. I don't know. I'm trying not to come across as like salty against Oloro, but I don't know. I just don't really. I've never enjoyed playing against Oloro. I'll just leave it at that. If you're an Oloro player, hey, more props to you. I play Necasaur, so I know what it's like to play something that's not well received. So, not that I'm messing up on Oloro. Now, as far as what we've got going on right now, we can get the Command Beacon down. We're going to go for Faithless Looting to dig a little bit deeper. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 mana. We don't have the double green, though, necessary. Let's go for Faithless Looting. Let's dig a little bit deeper, and then we might just do a little bit of setting up this turn. Beautiful. Sylvan Library. Let's go and discard the, I guess at this point, we'll get rid of the Sky Ship, and I really like, let's go and chunk the, I guess, yeah, Electropotence. Yeah, we'll get rid of Electropotence. I like everything else in the hand. Let's go and get the forest down. Let's go for the Sylvan Library. It's going to be green, and then 2 off the 3 and Dynamo. We'll go double red off the Ogre Battle Driver, and that'll put us on next turn getting down the Command Beacon, and we can go for Omnath and really take advantage of Ogre Battle Driver. Yeah, I like that. Ogre is just absolutely insane in Omnath. Really good. Our opponent is sitting at 4 cards in the hand, so let's see if they're going to run a counterspell right now. They're looking at 3 total mana. So if they catch Sylvan Library, it's not the end of the world, because the important piece of this one is going to be Ogre Battle Driver. That's the important factor on this one. And let's see, it looks like they might be letting this stick or not. I'm trying to go through the tap and untap step, seeing what, probably had to do, there we go, Filter Mana. It's going to be the death of our opponent too. It's not just me, that Filter Mana. All right, so it's going to be 2 mana floating, and we'll see what they have to show for it. Either way, we'll still be Counterspell on that. Okay, that's fine. Get down the Ogre Battle Driver. That's going to be red off the Command Tower, red off that, and then 1, 2. Get on the Ogre Battle Driver, and then we're going to pass the turn. So, if our opponent does anything next turn other than just like, pass the turn with open mana, more than likely we're going to go for Omnath Locus of Mana, Locus of Rage. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to have more than enough to get it down. We have the colored required to go for it, and we still have a land drop to make for it with the Command Beacon. So we get down Command Beacon, and then get those extra elementals going onto the battlefield. And with the Ogre Battle Driver, what Ogre does is whenever another creature enters the battlefield, it's going to get +2, and it gains haste. So we're actually going to have Omnath be a 7/5 with haste, and then we'll have the elemental token be a 7/5 with haste. All right, opponent's going to lead off with the Temple of Deceit. They're going to go for a Jace Loot. Now, Jace is not in a spot to flip. They have to have 5 or more cards in the graveyard. So right now they're sitting at 3 total cards after that activation. So a little bit far away from that Jace. And let's see what they tap out for. Dance of the Dead. Enchant creature on Elish Norn. Okay. It's not the end of the world with Elish Norn out on the battlefield. It doesn't really help us, but we can still get some stuff going. That makes it a 5/8, and yeah, I don't mind tapping out for Omnath. Our creatures are big enough to where Ogre Battle Driver is going to be able to survive. We're going to have a really good alpha swing, not alpha swing, but a really good, getting a pretty good chunk of damage on this one. See what we draw into the Excavator. You may play lands from your graveyard. No lands out of there. Let's go and tap out for Omnath. This is going to be Omnath. That's going to be Command Tower for green, green, red, and then red. And then 1, 2, 3 off the Thran Dynamo. There we go. Get down Omnath. We're enter the battlefield. It's going to get that additional bonus from Ogre Battle Driver. Puts it back to its original power toughness. It's going to get the land drop down for the turn. Get a 5/5 elemental. Now we have no colorless mana at this point, right? No colored mana at this point, so we cannot go for that. Let's go and push in. Push in with the crew. That's going to be 11 coming across. Yeah, I like that. Now, what we can do with Elesh Norn out there, it makes it a little bit difficult for us to push past once they untap. And, you know, we're looking at a 2/4 body. Elesh Norn's a 5/8. So it kind of puts us in a spot where we have to start swinging with tokens. But with that Ogre Battle Driver, it really kind of helps us get some good stuff going. And then actually next turn, we'll go and pass the turn. I'll explain what we can kind of get going for. So now that we have Omnath on the battlefield, our opponent did not go for any sort of spot removal. We're okay with that. With the Excavator, we can go for the Blighted Woodland. Sacrifice it, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped. So we can get that going. And get those activations. Will be 2 more tokens for us to go for. And with the Excavator, we can go and bring it back out of the library, out of the graveyard, and play it as our land drop for the turn. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for the activation, and then 4 for the Mind Stone. So we might be able to actually get, you know, upwards of up to 4 tokens next turn, getting haste off the Ogre Battle Driver. So we'll see what our opponent's going to go for next turn. They did have to pay for the 2 mana on the Dance of the Dead to keep Elesh Norn untapped. Like I said, we're in a good spot. We have 3/3 bodies. Even if they do chump block, once we get some good damage in, we're still going to have that triggered ability whenever a elemental dies, we're going to have that 3 damage being dealt up top. So we'll see what they have to show for it, though. But I do like going for the Blighted Woodland to get some extra zombies. Dang it. Did it again. I just got a recording said easy. I keep calling the elemental zombies. And also, that reminds me. So, I wanted to give a happy birthday shout out to Blazier 4500. Happy birthday to you. You requested a couple different decks, but Omnath was one of the requests. And here we are, recording Omnath. Wanted to give you a happy birthday. I think it was actually earlier in the week. Oh, there's Mr. Moshbridge Troll. I cannot tell you how long it's been since we had Moshbridge in the hand. Okay. Tap any number of untapped creature power 10 or greater. So we can't go for that just yet. Let's go for that play I was talking about, though. Let's go for the Blighted Woodland. Let's go for the Excavator. It's going to be 3 off the Thran Dynamo. Get that down, because we haven't made a land drop yet for the turn. And then we'll see about Moshbridge Troll. We'll be online for Moshbridge Troll next turn. I like the, ooh, unless they have a counterspell. That would be definitely that. Pulse of the Grid. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Then if an opponent has more cards in hand than you, return it to its owner's hand. All right. So we're going to draw 2 cards. Then discard it. So I can put them at 2, so they're not going to get Pulse of the Grid in their hand, if that's the way I'm reading that correctly. Yeah, return it to its hand. So yeah, that should be there. Discard 1 card. That's going to put them at 2 cards in the hand, and we'll only have 1 card in the hand. And we'll still be able to go for that Blighted Woodland activation. All right, there we go. Get down the Excavator. It's going to get that additional bonus. Let's go ahead and sacrifice in response to that. It's going to be colorless, green, and then 2 off the Worn Power Stone. And put them onto the battlefield tapped. Let's go and go for the forest, and then we'll go and go for another mountain. I'm just going to split that down the middle. Get a couple more elementals going. Get that Ogre Battle Driver up and running too. And actually with the Excavator, yeah, it's a 2/3. We survived that Elesh Norn. I completely forgot about Elesh Norn. Everybody else was surviving. Get that +2 bonus. Let's go and play the Blighted Woodland out of the graveyard. We're going to get another elemental token. Oh, wonderful. Get that +2 ability. And I guess at this point right now, we don't really want to send anybody else in there. We're just simply going to send the elemental tokens in. It's going to be 15 coming across. We'll back off Ogre, don't attack, and the Excavator. We could swing in with the Excavator if we wanted to, but that puts us on Blighted Woodland, kind of repeating that. And once again, these elementals are coming cheap off the Blighted Woodland, so we're just going to keep this kind of token onslaught up on our opponent. Really kind of put some pressure on him. All right, there we go. That's going to be 3 damage. 3 damage to target creature or player. Let's go ahead and choose Elesh Norn on this one. Yeah, I like that. It's going to take care of Elesh Norn. We're freed from the Elesh Norn shackles. Now we have normal creatures swinging across. I guess technically we could have swung with the crew, but didn't want to lose that one. All right, there we go. All right, puts him down to 18, and then anything else. We could go for Faithless Looting if we wanted to have more lands for the Excavator. Either way, I like holding on to Moshbridge Troll on this one, but we're still going to go for that. Let's go and flashback the Faithless Looting. We're going to put both of those into the bin, and then we're going to go and pass the turn. There we go. Set up for that land drop out of the turn, and then we go for the Blighted Woodland activation. Now with Moshbridge Troll, now that we've got him on the battlefield, Moshbridge will have haste with Ogre Battle Driver. If it would be destroyed, regenerate it. Opponent's going to loot, and they do have Jace online this turn. Now as far as them going for anything flashback on Jace. There's not really that good option out of the graveyard. We'll see what they discard. They get rid of Mana Leak. Okay, so it's basically just kind of Mana Leak and Counterspell. There's no board wipes for them to go for. With Moshbridge Troll, tap any other untapped creatures you control other than Moshbridge with power 10 or greater, and it gets +20/+20 until the end of turn. Now, it's not going to have Trample. They don't have any creatures out there, but we will be hard casting Moshbridge Troll, and we will be getting an additional bonus from Ogre Battle Driver. And that's what makes it so fun, is that you get these Blighted Woodland triggers, and you get that +20/+20. So we're going to be going for Moshbridge Troll. Opponent's going to go for Grim Tutor. Now, with the way that they tapped, they didn't leave up black mana, so I guess technically we don't really have to worry about Toxic Deluge unless they make the land drop for the turn. Have they made the land drop? Either way, they had to tap out for, they had to tap out for, all right, opponent's going to scoop it up. There we go. They might have been searching up for Toxic or something, or I'm not really sure what they could have searched up. Maybe they could have gone for Oblivion Ring to take care of some of these creatures to go for that. But either way, we had so close, Moshbridge Troll. I'm sorry, buddy. We almost got you on the battlefield. I will get him out there one day. We're going to get Moshbridge out here, so that's one of my side goals. But you can see we're just simply going wide with the Excavator and getting these Blighted Woodland activations, getting those zombies going. And once again, Ogre Battle Driver putting in some work. The reason we keep him around. So if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.